So the final episode of Fire Force Season 2 has now begun. So here it is. Which the episode begins with Shinra and Arthur are still doing the intensive training from Benimaru, where he actually said it actually called hysterical strength, which is actually part of a training that actually could be humiliating them by actually stripped down into nothing except for their loincloth and actually being dragged all over the village with a rag and of course being dunked in a tank of water, then put up in a pole while being roasted in the flames, then hurling around in a machine, which of course it would be humiliating that they had to suffer from that. But their real training actually begins, which means that they now actually see the entire training, which they actually battle Benimaru, in which he actually tried to teach them about the breath of life, which is a technique that he actually taught them, which since their life, but not only that, their friends, their enemy, all over, in which we've seen a giant spiritual god, which we've seen Benimaru call it King Akala, which King Akala actually is a spiritual god. So now we knew that they were actually trying to use whatever they can to defeat Benimaru, but now we see how they're actually trying to use their new training to defeat Benimaru. But besides of the breath of life, he also used a technique called the press of death, which we seen how he defeated Arthur, but he is too quick for Shinra when he tried to rush at him. Now we knew what they actually are up against, so we're gonna see how they're going to battle Benimaru. Meanwhile, we saw Hibana meeting with Karu and with Captain of Company 6, Hogard, but she actually examines him, which his flames is nothing special, not like Benimaru. However, she knew that something inside of him could mean that he could get stronger. But now we actually see Captain of the Company for Haku, who actually was attacked by the member of the Evangelist, who actually caught in cables, in which she killed him, which the other members saw his death, in which we see what Shinra has to do to defeat Benimaru. But now we knew that he's actually trying to invade the situation, meaning that he could actually try the the press of death, where he actually enters the Adola link, by which we've seen Company 4's captain, and he actually is already dead. But we've seen how his mom as the Infernal and his brother as the baby, which he remembers all of it. So now he actually mastered the press of death. Now we see the funeral, which his granddaughter actually is. So now we see in Company 8 is talking about the Evangelist and how they're going to take over the Empire. But now they're actually prepared to use whatever they had in their strength to defeat them. By which we've seen the opening theme song from Season 1, the first opening. As it plays, we see the credits and the scenes from past seasons, including the current season, actually rolls. And at the end of the credit, we've seen Hogmeal actually have a panic of saying that the Empire will become as it should have been. But we've seen the moon change into a smiley moon, just like in Soul Eater. And with that, season 2 has actually ended, which means that we could see season 3. Now, I'm enjoying season 2 with all the new characters and the new episodes, even though we are actually suffering as the world is today. But now we're hoping to see season 3 next year with the rest of the new seasons of different anime series because of this year, hopefully. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on season 3 next year. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode, or the final episode, my bad. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime God Journey here saying signing out. Laters, and be safe.